You will not really meet anyone that advocates for things quite like me. I just had to go, my water pill kicked in. I just had to go use the facilities. And, I had to change my underwear too. Because, like I said, after Kim Razor's Infinite Wisdom and Eastern State and Zyprexa off label, it made me manic. The Zyprexa made me manic. I leak out the front now. I already leaked out the back due to all their dumbassery. Now I'm leaking out the front. So huge thank you to Kim Razor for her hand and, what she did in helping cover up the Woods bullshit. They would say you were acting violent. I was having a mental health crisis. My mother smothered me with a pillow to the point I had to be resuscitated as a child. That's violence. According to Foxwood Wood and Estel, she did. So let me tell you about being mashed in conversion reparative therapy, which is still legal in Kentucky, with law enforcement and religion performing the acts. And then if people don't agree with them, they get shipped off to places like Comprehend. You will believe us, or else. What, are they going to wipe every one of us out? Heaven's waiting. Like I stated, Nan and Bill Kelly, the Wesleyans, have heaven designed for all of us. Wait and see. Now interpret this photo. I left little messages for everybody. So when you see the medical professionals snap their gloves, keep a close eye on them. They'll claim they're just making sure they're all the way on their hand. Oh no. When I come out publicly against your rapey goddamn product, you'll see how much you sell. Being elevated. You can ask Mrs. Boggs about being elevated. Appearances. Well, let me tell you about having my jaw slammed shut to the point it shattered my teeth. Oh well. By law enforcement, no less. You can ask Tiffany Prince about it. She liked me when we were kids at Straub and Auntie Charlotte's school. That was Auntie Charlotte Wins's school, honey, and you better believe it. She liked me when we were kids, 'cause, well, they treated us like bastard kids. All because of our sexuality. There were others. Their 30-year investigation into things, yeah. I call it a circle jerk. Because if one of them's investigating the other and vice versa, and like I said, the Kentucky State Police technically should not be investigating fraudulent medical records because I went to church with their families too. Oh, you all go right ahead and read over them. Those copies were sent out years ago too. I hate monogram things. Or whatever it's called. Mr. Horde, we think you're lying. As soon as the judge signs this court order, I'm coming up there and arresting you. You all go right ahead and injure a disabled patient. I'll be more than happy to sit and lay it all out for you. Mr. Fogelman and his sister-in-law at Citizens Deposit Bank, where we were banking. Oh well. So let me tell you how that sends me into a fit of anxiety, because that's how the reparative conversion therapy occurred, with law enforcement raping me as a child. And they want to have their way continually because it's protocol. It's sickening. So as I asked, did Christy Klebeck Boggs convert Patrick to Catholicism? It's a shame what's happening up in Canada. All this because of failure of due process. I'm not a judge. I can't make that determination, but it sounds pretty fucked up to me. So let's go over all these other judges getting called out in Kentucky. Dawn Gentry, that Owensboro woman, and that man. Bailiff, arrest that lawyer for supporting my opponent. My interpretation of it before that news story broke was, bailiff, arrest that lawyer for arguing something logical. And then guess what? There was a judge called out for doing it. Just like the pilots falling asleep on that big airplane. You don't want to know how I interpreted that before it happened. You're crazy. You think you can see the future. No, it's not quite like that. You all don't want to understand it.